The metaverse is still alive. Home Depot has officially entered into the metaverse, and as you know, Home Depot is a market leader. And if Home Depot enters, then you'll see all the retailers enter into the metaverse.
Yeah, because Lowe's doesn't want to get left out.
No,
you know what I mean. So I wonder what it'd be like for people that like are doing the remodels and they want to like see what like paint colors would look like in their home. Or just all types of stuff, man.
Well, I think you just hit the nail on the head, man. I think that's going to be incredible. You said you experienced one of those headsets over the weekend.
Yeah. So my nephew Cam has an Oculus, so that's the one that Facebook makes, and he was playing this like boxing game in there, and I put it on. It's crazy.
Facebook better take advantage while they have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because Apple is coming out with their own headset sometime in 2023. They're talking about the summer. And you know when Apple comes, it's going to be tied to the Apple computer. It's going to be tied to the iPad, the iPhone.
My pushback was, this is the first product from Apple since Steve died. The first new like product line.
Mark, Apple is coming next year. They're talking about building an Apple car. They're also talking about starting their own bank.
So they're already the bank. And here's the other part. Because of the fact that you've already got Apple Music, all these things baked in.
Apple TV.
Around Apple TV, around your sight and sound, they already got a lock.
So there's no liquidity, Mark.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen in the very near future. Some people still feel like there is a crash coming in the first or second quarter of next year. And then we'll see the economy rebound.
So you still think that we haven't seen a crash yet?
We haven't seen the crash yet. About Bitcoin going down below 10,000, and I believe that's going to happen. We just don't know when. Early next year, we're seeing cheaper gas prices now. They're predicting that gas prices are going to go to $200 a barrel.
Jeez. So what's that make it at the pump?
Expensive. It's like Russia and China that have already moved over to the BRICS. And all of those BRICS countries are stacking gold right now. We are going to have to make a conversion towards some type of alternative energy if we're going to survive as a nation.
I think a lot of the other countries now have started to realize like we can pull together and really pull away from the central banking system, which I think is like at the core of like this whole thing. And this is a conversation that we were having before, because you got countries like Saudi Arabia, right? So when Saddam Hussein's taken out, it's not really per se for what we were told. It's really because he's actually trying to take Saudi Arabia away from the petrodollar and move them off of being controlled by the petrodollar to have their own monetary system. Same thing with Gaddafi. So I think the situation now is like Putin, China are in a military state where they can hold off America from jumping down their throat.
So now that we're in 2023 and we look back 10, 20 years at all those wars, now you can actually see that those wars may have been predicated on the power struggles that we're having today around the world.
Absolutely.
Now, I thought FTX Alameda filed bankruptcy.
I thought so too.
Why is Alameda selling multiple coins to buy Bitcoin?
I don't know how they're allowed to operate. The reason that they got all this extra money to trade with is because I pulled the rug on all my customers over here.
But he said he only had $100,000 in his bank account, but a week ago they mysteriously found $1 billion. How does that happen?
And he posted a $250 million bond. So here's the thing, like, we see that there are no, if you got a bag, you can buy a get out of jail free card. You got $1 billion, you can get out of jail for free.
He also used $500 million to purchase Robinhood shares. Man, this guy was...
Man, he's cold-blooded. He is Ruthless Records, Eazy-E. He is all that.
Talk about your company and how you came up with the idea to move forward with NFTs.
Yeah, our company's House of Valdana. We also just go by Valdana. We're a luxury retail platform. We're really home to the most creative designers in the world. We primarily focus on apparel and fashion, but digital art is so important and a part of people's identity going forward that we had to make a way and not only sell product but also provide NFTs and digital collectibles.
So the NFTs, will they be purchased with cryptocurrency?
They can be purchased with crypto or fiat.
And where is the value in a non-fungible token?
Great. I'm glad you asked the question. So the name NFT, you said it, non-fungible token, terrible way to describe it. Just describe it as a way to proof of ownership. That's it. It's just proof of ownership. It's like a title to a car or a deed to a house. That's all it is. It's just proof, hey, I own this item, and here's the mark on the blockchain that verifies that I own it.
So the mark is on a blockchain.
Absolutely.
So that's what ties it to crypto.
It'd be like this. Imagine you go to an art gallery. You're really into art. You go see a Basquiat on the wall or a Romero Brito. You say, I want that. All right, sir. Mr. Holmes, that'd be $50,000. How do you know that that's an authentic Basquiat? How do you know that's an authentic Picasso? How do you know that's an authentic Romero Brito? You don't. This is where the power of NFTs comes in. Because now I have proof. The actual designer, in this case Basquiat, Picasso, Brito, they've signed off and said, hey, I made this one. Here's the date I released it. And Bruce Holmes is the buyer. All of that transaction history is on the ledger. It's official and it's transparent.
So 2023, we expect cryptocurrencies to go down further, but they will rise. Second, third quarter. This is not investment advice, but which cryptos do you see making a move next year?
This is not financial advice, but just the core players where there's going to be institutional backing: Bitcoin, XRP, Ether.
Well, let me ask you about a couple.
Go for it.
Algorand.
It's got a lot of VC backing. It's got a good team. So I'm only going for 100% blue chip, which is Bitcoin, ETH, XRP.
But you have some people that want to gamble.
Yeah,
like Gala.
We've gambled. Yeah, so some people want to gamble. I've got in Gala. I've bought more even as it come down. Same thing with Sandbox. But the reason I invest in Gala games is because it's not like one video game. It's a whole studio. The studio is the same studio that launched a multi-million-dollar campaign with Zynga before.
That's one that will run in 2023, 2024.
Yeah, you know the reason why I picked Gala and Sandbox is in particular is because video games are something that already the users are used to having cryptocurrency.
So recently, I read a lot of information on Shiba Inu. I saw that they were entering into the Metaverse and NFTs. I thought this would be a great way to invest. Not investment advice, of course. Shiba is considered one of the top 13 or 14 cryptos in the world.
Based on market cap, yeah.
Based on market cap, but you can purchase it for well under a penny.
Yes.
That's a good gamble.
Is there any real intrinsic value? I don't think so.
I think there is. I mean, you have Facebook, or Meta, started the intrigue around the Metaverse, and now Apple is jumping into the Metaverse, and then you have Shiba, who is developing NFTs and things like that around the Metaverse. You have people that buy 20 to 30 lottery tickets a day for $1. I choose to put my lottery money in
companies. Yeah.